You're getting to be a big boy.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm Caillou. So many things to do. Each day is something new. I'll share them with you. I'm Caillou. My world is turning, changing each day. With Mommy and Daddy, I'm finding my way. Growing up is not so tough, except when I've had enough. But there's lots of fun stuff. I'm Caillou, Caillou, Caillou. I'm Caillou. That's me. Blueberry Point.
Today was a busy day at Caillou's house. Mommy and Daddy were throwing a surprise party for Grandpa.
Ta-da! One birthday cake done, and only about 1,000,000 other things left to do.
Well, don't worry about the decorations. That's my job. Whoops!
And my job is to lick the icing off the beaters, right?
Yes, and your other job is to go for a hike with Grandpa to keep him busy.
Right. But what's Rosie's job?
Her job is to help wrap Grandpa's birthday present. But I think she got a bit sidetracked.
Rosie, pretty! A present! I forgot to draw a birthday picture for Grandpa.
You'd better hurry. They'll be here any
Hello there.
minute.
Oh, I'll cover the cake. Hide the bows. Hi, everyone. Oh, you two are getting so big.
Yes, pretty soon you'll have to give me the piggyback rides. So, Tiger, are you looking forward to our hike today?
Yes!
I'm sure you'll have a great time.
And when you get back, we'll all have a nice, quiet dinner together.
Bye-bye! Bye!
So, Caillou, I was thinking we could ride our bikes out to Blueberry Point and then hike to the top. How's that sound?
Blueberry Point?
Caillou had a wonderful idea. He could pick blueberries for his grandpa's birthday present.
Well, Caillou, what do you say? Grab your bike and let's get rolling.
To Blueberry Point.
I haven't been here in years.
Where do we get the blueberries?
Well, they're not out here by the road, but we might see some along the trail. Let's go.
Which ones are blueberry trees?
None of them. Blueberries grow on bushes. Shh, listen. A cardinal. Do you see it anywhere? He's a bright red bird.
No.
Well, maybe I can call him closer. Who-wit, who-wit, who-wit. Why don't you call him too?
Who-wit, who-wit, who-wit. It worked. Wow, Grandpa. I didn't know you could speak bird.
Now this is where you might find blueberries. It's sunny and hilly.
Grandpa, look.
A white-tailed deer. She's a beauty.
Why are they called that? Her tail isn't white.
Well, they show their white tails when they're startled. Oops, like that. I think we interrupted her lunch. These are blueberry bushes.
Blueberries? Oh, there's hardly any left.
I guess she was hungry. Come on, Caillou. The best view in town is straight ahead.
Caillou snuck the blueberries into his bag. He hoped they would find lots more.
Wait for me.
But he was disappointed when they reached the top of the hill, and there wasn't a blueberry in sight.
Grandpa, do you see any blueberries? Or raspberries? Or any berries?
No. But check out that view.
Look, a hot air balloon. Hello!
I don't think they'll hear you, Caillou, but they might see us wave.
Hi, hello! Hello!
What a perfect day. Did you know today's my birthday?
Yes.
What's wrong, Tiger?
I wanted to pick lots and lots of blueberries for you as a birthday present, but I hardly found any.
Caillou, you've already given me a terrific gift. I got to spend all afternoon with my grandson. What more could I ask for? That's funny. Why are the lights off? What happened to having a quiet family dinner?
I thought this might be more fun.
You thought right.
Thanks for keeping Grandpa busy. Did you have fun?
Yes, but I didn't find many blueberries.
That looks like just enough to me.
Just enough for what? It's lemon cake with blueberries on top.
My favorite. Come here, Caillou. You too, Rosie. Help me blow out the candles. One, two, three.
That day, Caillou learned that time spent with a loved one is the best gift of all.
Class pet. Look at him go! What is he doing?
He's going for a run. Even hamsters need a little exercise. Now, who would like to feed Hamish?
Oh, me, please.
Okay, Caillou. You can feed Hamish today. Not too much now.
Caillou was very careful not to overfeed Hamish.
I think he needs more water.
You're right. I'm impressed, Caillou. You're very good at taking care of our class pet.
Thanks, Miss Martin.
How would you like to look after Hamish for the weekend?
Really? Sure.
How come I don't get to look after Hamish? I like hamsters. Me too. I'm good at taking care of pets.
Now, children, I've spoken to all of your parents, and everyone will get a turn to have Hamish for a weekend.
Really?
Yay!
But this weekend, it will be Caillou's turn.
And Caillou could hardly wait.
We'll leave Hamish here for the moment, till we find a good spot.
He can stay in my room.
I'm not sure that's a good idea, Caillou. Hamsters are up through the night. He might keep you awake.
I don't mind. Mousy! This is Hamish. He's a hamster. He's our class pet. Mousy, cute! No, Rosie. He's a hamster, not a mouse. Rosie, feed Mousy. No, he's already been fed. And he's a mouse, not a hamster. I mean, a hamster, not a mouse. Mousy like cheese? No, Mousy doesn't like cheese.
I think there's someone else who would like to meet Hamish.
Hamish had already met Mommy and Daddy and Rosie. Caillou couldn't think of anyone else.
Oh, Gilbert! Gilbert! Gilbert no like Mousy.
I'm sure he just needs to get used to Hamish.
If we keep a close eye on Gilbert and pay him lots of attention, I'm sure everything will be just fine.
But Caillou found it hard to pay attention to Gilbert with a cute little hamster in the house.
There, how's that, Hamish? Now you've got a good view of my toys. And you've got your wheel, and your food, and your water bottle.
There was too much fussing going on to pay attention to a playful Gilbert.
There you go, Hamish. Biscotti! Yummy!
Mmm, looks good.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to feed Hamish. May I be excused?
As long as you come right back.
Okay.
As Caillou raced through the kitchen, he didn't realize he'd knocked over Gilbert's food dish. That evening, Gilbert had forgotten all about his runaway food.
Hey, look, a mouse toy. I bet Hamish will like playing with this. Come on, Hamish. Look at the little mousey.
I see you're all ready for bed. Don't forget, you promised to fill Gilbert's water dish.
Okay, Mommy. I'll do it now. I knew you'd like him. I'm a mousey. We can be best friends.
Soon Caillou forgot all about Gilbert's water dish. The next morning, Caillou was a little concerned.
I can't find Gilbert, Mommy.
I'm sure he's here somewhere. Although, come to think of it, I haven't seen him either.
Uh-oh. I forgot to fill Gilbert's water dish.
Poor Gilbert. I think you're taking good care of your class pet, Caillou, but maybe you need to spend a little more time looking after your own pet.
Caillou knew Mommy was right.
Yeah, I need to go find Gilbert. Whoa! Gilbert?
Caillou finally found Gilbert in his room, right in front of Hamish's cage.
Gilbert, no! Leave Hamish alone! Oh, I'm sorry, Gilbert. I thought you were after Hamish, but you're thirsty. Come on. Let's go get some water. Here you go, Gilbert. A treat. I'm sorry, Gilbert. I was so busy looking after Hamish, I didn't take care of you.
Gilbert seemed to forgive Caillou.
Does this mean we're friends again? Maybe we can all be friends.
And they were all friends. when Caillou realized he could share his time.
In the garden.
Caillou and his family were finishing a very special breakfast. Daddy's surprise birthday breakfast.
Did you like it?
I sure did. Thank you for making such a delicious breakfast. All of you.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, Rosie. Oh, I better get moving. I promised Grandpa I'd help him with his yard work. Boy, look at all those weeds. I guess I have some work to do in our own yard. It'll have to wait.
Tell Grandma and Grandpa we say hello. We'll have to have them over for dinner later this week.
Yeah!
Will do.
Caillou looked out into the garden. It did have lots of weeds. That gave Caillou an idea.
Can we give Daddy another birthday surprise?
What kind of surprise?
Maybe we can get rid of the weeds for Daddy before he comes back.
That's a nice idea, Caillou. Then he can relax for the rest of the weekend.
Rosie, help! Rosie, help!
We'll all help, right after we put on some sunscreen.
Weeds, I'm gonna get you! Mommy, why do people pick weeds?
Well, they tend to take over the garden, and they take food and water away from the other plants.
Can't the other plants grow if there are weeds?
They can, but they won't grow as well. If we pick the weeds, the other plants get more food and water, so they'll grow better.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get those weeds.
Not so fast. I need to show you which are the weeds and which ones are my flowers. I don't want you pulling up my petunias.
Mommy showed Caillou and Rosie which plants were the weeds and which ones were the flowers. Caillou was very interested.
So, my little junior gardeners, are we all set to do some weeding?
Uh-huh. Yes!
Oh, there's just one more thing. I've noticed some ragweed at the back of the garden.
Ragweed?
It's a kind of plant that makes Rosie sneeze. So you two will have to pull out the weeds here while I pull out the weeds back there, okay?
Okay. I'll keep an eye on Rosie. She can be my helper.
Caillou was enjoying weeding the garden. He was sure they'd finish the job. That is, until Rosie got an idea of her own.
Rosie, pick! No! Those are Mommy's daisies. You can't pick them. They're flowers, not weeds. Rosie, no pick? No, you need to pick these ones. Just the weeds. No, Rosie, not the flowers. We need to pick the yucky weeds. Leave the flowers alone.
Caillou could see things would move a lot faster without his helper.
Look, Rosie, this is all weeds. You can pick anything you want here. Look, watch me. See, Rosie? We can pick all the weeds from this part of the garden and... Rosie? Rosie?
Rosie was heading towards Mommy and the ragweed that made her sneeze.
No, Rosie, come back! Come on, Rosie, let's, play in the sandbox. Yeah, that'll be fun. There, now you can dig in the sandbox while I pull out the weeds, okay? Okay. Rosie! You're not supposed to dig up the flowers, Rosie. I know. Do you want to play with some of your toys and dollies outside? Dolly! Okay, you stay right here. I'll be right back with your toys. I'm going inside to get some toys for Rosie.
Okay.
Remember, Rosie, no picking flowers.
Caillou wanted to keep Rosie really busy outdoors. So he decided he'd have to bring out a lot of toys.
Ugh, I did it! Rosie! No! No! We're supposed to pick the weeds, not the flowers. Daddy, birthday! Birthday? You mean you want to give flowers to Daddy for his birthday? Birthday! That's nice, Rosie. But I want to give Daddy a garden with no weeds, not a garden with no flowers.
Rosie didn't understand, and Caillou was worried he would never finish pulling all the weeds out of the garden.
There's so much to do, Rosie. The flower beds and the lawn, it's still full of dandelions. Pretty. What's pretty? The dandelions? They're weeds. Pretty flowers. I know. Rosie, why don't you pick some of these yellow flowers for Daddy? That'll be nice, okay? Okay.
Wow, would you look at that?
We all work together. Do you like it?
I sure do. 2 birthday surprises in one day. Thanks.
You should know it was Caillou's idea. And he did a lot of the work himself.
Really? Wow. Pulling weeds from the garden is a big job. Thank you, Caillou.
You're welcome. Oh, and there's one more birthday surprise. Right, Rosie? Yes! Happy birthday!
Caillou wondered if Daddy would like Rosie's weedy gift.
Oh, they're beautiful, Rosie. Thank you.
It had been a clever idea letting Rosie pick the dandelions, and it had worked out beautifully.